Hey everybody, welcome back to the pencil spotting video series at the Spooky Pizza Gift Shop. My name is Ken, and today we are looking at the pencils that we sharpened up and tried out yesterday. All right, it is the very next day, and I have the 4 pencils that I used to test it out yesterday. And as you can see, they don't look very dull, but I did a lot of writing with these last night, and I can assure you they are definitely not as sharp as they were. So I have the little X-Acto, and I looked at the bottom. I could not remember the name of this yesterday. I looked at the bottom. I'm like, it says Elmer's. I know what this is called. It was so hot yesterday, and it's hot again today, but it's printed right there. It's the X-Acto. It was really hot. It was 90 degrees yesterday, and it's 90 degrees again today. But I have switched to the metric system, and 90 degrees Fahrenheit is only 32 degrees Celsius. So I actually had to go put a sweater on. So anyway, I just wanted to see how these sharpened. So I'm going to go with this Graphite Force one first from Unison. And if you see the show notes from the last episode, I think these were the Dollar Tree. This was the Dollar Tree brand, and I think they've switched over everything to Jot, because Jot sounds like writing, and Unison, I don't know what it sounds like. It does not put me in the mood of writing, but neither does Generals, neither does Sanford, and neither does Empire. But there we go. It's a brand name. You have to have a brand name. So I'm going with this one first because this was the one that really bogged down my electric pencil sharpener, so I have my doubts about the quality of the wood. And it is rough sounding, but I don't know how well you can see that. It did tear a little bit around the edges. It's not super great wood, okay, but it did take a decent point. So the lead sharpened just fine. The wood is not great, and I'm suspecting that when the wood is not great like this, these little guys with a single blade in them are really not going to be your friends. In fact, I think you can see he left quite a bit of little wood shavings on here. Might be different if this were new, but I think what you really need is either a hand-powered sharpener or an electrical powered sharpener that has the helical sharpening blades rather than a straight sharpening blade. But the lead, he did okay. So we're going to do the Empire Integrity next, and that already feels different. It's a little louder. It's still a little rough, and that might be this sharpener just getting dull. I actually do have another one of these. You can buy these. I think I said this before. You can buy them, like a case of them, for a case of 24. So this one is a little rough too. The wood is a little rough. I just wiped off some little bits of wood here. But again, Empire Integrity. I think this was the one that I was not. No, it was the Sanford. Felt a little gritty, but this is a number 2 as well. The lead sharpened just fine. So the wood, not so much. Like I said, it might be this. So let's go with the Sanford, and same thing. I do have a newer pencil sharpener somewhere with a fresh blade in it. Another one just like this, actually. It feels rough, and I'm thinking that's the blade, but this did actually sharpen a lot cleaner. So this is probably a little bit higher quality wood. Of course, none of these are good old-fashioned cedar. USA number 2. Actually, this is not a number 2. It's just a 2. It's HB though, so that's the same thing, isn't it? There are 2 different scales for hardness, and one is HB scale, and then there's a number scale. So I should do a video about that sometime. But anyway, yeah, again, the lead sharpened just fine. The wood is a little wonky. Now this is the Generals, and Generals are pretty high quality pencils. They've been making pencils since 1889. They must be tired by now. I don't know, but they're still cranking them out, so we'll see. And yeah, I'm starting to think that a lot of this is just this sharpener being old, but I'm not real worried about the wood as much as I am the lead. And sometimes some brands of lead will just not sharpen that well. They'll tend to break. So this is the General's. Ooh, semi-hex. Not semi-X. Semi-hex. I still have not figured that name out because I just haven't had a chance to look it up yet. So I should look that up on their website. But yeah, all four of these, the lead sharpened just fine. I have a funny feeling that actually, if you look at the Empire Integrity, it did not come to a super good point like the other ones did. It's kind of wider at the end. It's almost like a bell shape. I don't know how much that shows up on there, but it's still sharpened enough for me to write with. I will say two things. If you have a pencil that you are sharpening and the lead does keep breaking, when I was a kid, I used to do this a lot with my pencils. And I finally had a teacher who told me, you should stop doing that because you're cracking the lead inside and then it breaks when you try to sharpen it. And I thought, well, there might be something to that. I don't know. This pencil is bonded, so that's going to be less of an issue because the lead is glued into the wood. But the other thing that happens, if you find you cannot sharpen a pencil very well, see, there's a lot of wood fibers on that blade. So I'm thinking this blade is dull. I wish I could just buy a bunch of these little blades. I'm looking for them, but they're different sizes. But if you have a pencil sharpener like this and it just stops sharpening pencils, the lead keeps breaking, open it up and see how full it is, because as these shavings back up to this blade, and it doesn't leave any room for clearance, and that seems to be an issue. So I liked these pencils for writing yesterday. Like I said, I wrote a lot with them last night. I do think that Unison is the old Dollar Tree, though, and that's probably why I liked it, because I've always had pretty good luck with their pencils. That means it's probably made in Vietnam or India, and usually those work out fairly well for me. So, but yeah, they sharpen just fine. So this little guy, though, oh man, like me, he's starting to lose it. So anyway. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Spooky Pizza Gift Shop. My name is Ken. See you next time. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this, please feel free to hit the like button. But if you have a question or a comment, please go ahead and leave one of those. I do read everything that I get, and I would love to respond to you. So until next time, have a great day, have a great week, and be careful out there.